Good morning, Sarah here. Please pardon my bedhead. I just woke up, and also like the slight mess in the background. We are in the beginning stages of a move. There's boxes everywhere. I'm going to show you everything that I eat today, and for the next 30 days I'm going to be avoiding soy, gluten, peanuts, and tree nuts. And these are things that I have eaten almost on a daily basis up to this point, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to clear my skin. I've been dealing with acne on and off for over a decade. I've tried pretty much everything, and I just feel like, given that I eat so clean, like 95% of the time, I exercise every day, I sleep well, I drink at minimum a gallon of water a day, like I shouldn't really be having these problems. That's how I feel, at least. So right now I just want to look and see if maybe there's some sort of sensitivity to a food that I'm eating regularly. Starting by eliminating gluten, soy, and nuts, just because these are foods to which people are commonly sensitive. There's other things that it could be, obviously, but if at the end of these 30 days my skin hasn't cleared up, then we'll move on to those. So I'm just prefacing this food diary with that information so that you understand some of the choices that I'm making. I already drank water, of course. I've been doing this every day for the past week. I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but I've just been taking water with a tablespoon of unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This is the Bragg's kind, which has the mother in it. So it's raw. It's supposed to be good for your digestion. Who knows? It's only been a week. I figure it can't hurt, and it tastes pretty nasty, but I just do it. I just chug it like a boss. Oh. These are the things we do for optimum health. Okay, let's go have some real food. We're gonna have some steel cutouts for breakfast. I'm just reheating this actually from a larger batch that I made yesterday. I always like to make a big batch of steel cutouts for the next couple days because it does take like 15 minutes for them to boil. I don't want to wait that long every single morning. So I can just really easily, quickly reheat it as I need it. I made it with water, and then I'm just gonna top it with some of this vanilla flax milk. This is sweetened. It's so delicious. My first time trying it, I got it at Sprouts because I knew I was gonna be avoiding soy and almond for the next month, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Probably this is what I'm going to be buying moving forward. They also have an unsweetened variety, but this, it's so good. I can just drink it out of the carton. I'm not even exaggerating. Got your omegas in there. I'm going to top my oatmeal also with some of this seed and grain blend from Trader Joe's and some coconut sugar. And then I'm also going to eat this envy apple. I'm going to slice it up and serve it with some of this sunflower seed butter, which I also got from Trader Joe's just yesterday because I knew I was going to be avoiding peanut butter, and I eat peanut butter damn near every day pretty much. I love sunflower seeds, so it's really no surprise that I really like this. It only has the sunflower seeds, a little bit of sugar, and some salt in there. It's very, very creamy. I'm gonna dip my apple slices in this. Here's breakfast. I like my oats super runny. There's boxes everywhere. Oh, I found this book while I was packing up all of our books. It's The Little Prince in Spanish, so I was reading it. It's lunchtime, and I have prepped all the ingredients for like a southwestern style quinoa black bean salad, lots of fresh veggies, tons of cilantro, lime, multicolored bell peppers, jalapeno, red onion that I sliced super fine. Damn, she fine? Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves is when you go to a restaurant and they feed you like guacamole or salad and there's huge chunks of raw onion in there. Like, this is a restaurant. Can we please acquire some knife skills? So if you are eating raw onion, do yourself a favor, cut it real nice and small, and then the whatever acidic component you have, like the lime, will cook it a little bit and take off the edge, and then you won't have miserable onion breath and onion burps. Also have some garlic, obviously. Also got some tomato, some frozen corn that I have been defrosting on the counter, and then this is just fajita spice blend, salt-free. Got a lot of good stuff in there, but most importantly, cumin and paprika. I also cooked my own black beans instead of getting them from a can, so there is no salt in there either. Is this the most visually appealing thing that I've ever made in my entire life? Quite possibly. Look at all them colors. In case you couldn't tell, this is a huge bowl though. This is not all for today. This will probably last me for like 3 days. Lunch for 3 days, yeah. But I'm gonna have a big bowl of this right now, and I'm probably gonna serve it on top of some fresh spinach kale blend. I didn't want to add that to the big batch though, because I didn't want it to get all wilty and bruised, if you know what I mean. This is lunch. Also added some aguacate, as you can see. Yum. For dinner, I'm throwing together like an Indian style curry. So I have some potatoes and carrots steaming, and then anytime I make an Indian inspired dish, this is my flavor base. jalapeno, white onion, ginger, and lots of garlic, all very, very finely minced. And these, you just cook the crap out of them until they're nice and caramelized, and that's where a lot of the flavor comes from. I'm gonna add some whole cumin seeds. I'm being lazy, so I'm using a pre-blended curry powder instead of mixing my own. Some tomato sauce. Usually I would use diced tomatoes, but I don't have any. Frozen peas, and I'm gonna throw in a big handful of spinach and kale for our greens. I also did reheat some basmati rice. I have been trying to eat more brown rice because I know it's better for you, but I had a moment of weakness, so white rice it is. Just sauteing my onions, garlic, ginger, and jalapeno in a non-stick pan using water, no oil, and once they look nice and brown like this, takes like 10 minutes maybe, I'm gonna add my curry powder, now my tomato sauce. On this, I'm gonna continue to cook on a lower heat for another 10 to 15 minutes, just to take out the extra acidity in the tomatoes and bring out the sweetness, develop the flavor of the spices, just meld everything together. Here's our potato curry for 2. I did add just a splash of coconut milk and also some Himalayan pink salt. When I cook for other people, I usually will add salt because I think that most people are used to having that flavor in their food. I'm also gonna garnish it with a little bit of cilantro and serve it over rice, but I'm mostly gonna eat this and just a little bit of rice. Switching to a voiceover here because talking to a camera in front of other people still freaks me out. Okay, as you can see, we just had a tiny bit of leftovers from dinner, and then we made some smoothie bowls for dessert. I used mixed berries, sweet cherries, a couple frozen figs, and flax milk. And then I topped it with some chopped mango, some cacao nibs, and this granola. It was actually pretty challenging to find a granola that had no gluten, no honey, and no nuts. But this one's good, I recommend it. It's also low in fat and lower in sugar, which is nice. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy videos like these, and I will see you next time. Bye!